Uh, Good day, everyone. My name is Aliu Kasim. I'm your host for this webinar, International Student Summer Seminar. We started uh, around last year, and from the reviews we've had, it has been a great platform for students, researchers, and other related persons to share some of their experience with us. And the aim overall is to create that platform where students can easily share resources and participate in peer-to-peer learning. So, without taking too much of your time, our presenter today is Farouk Baig, and I'll, with your permission, read a brief introduction. So, Farouk Baig is an associate member of the Safety Committee at the American Society of Civil Engineering since the year 2020. His work experiences include being a lecturer at the University of Management and Technology in Pakistan and serving as a transport planner at the Shahazaz Limited company, consulting on various World Bank and UNDP funded development projects. He is passionate about automated vehicles, smart cities, road safety, transportation planning, policy, and urban management. Additionally, he serves as a reviewer for multiple SCI indexed journals. Farouk Baig will talk to us about how technology can handle our research paper citations and generally how we can use the Mendeley software for references management. Farouk, you have the floor now. Please proceed. Thank you very much for honoring our invitation.
Hi, thank you. Can you hear me, Cosimo?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for briefly introducing about me. So, as Cosimo said, we will discuss about the technology handling your research paper citation today, and like focusing on the Mendeley software, especially. There are many softwares in the market, but I personally prefer Mendeley as it is also suggested by the elsewhere these days. About me, he already introduced, so you can look at this slide about my education, which was not mentioned in my brief introduction. So I am currently here a PhD student in Central South University. In past, I have done masters from Dalian University of Technology, and I was exchange student at Tokyo Tech, Japan. About my working experience and academic activities and research interest, Aliu Kasemu was so nice to briefly explain all of this. So let's go towards today's topic, which is about the references. So as you all know, we these days are occupied by the technology and AI, and whenever we have problem and whatever question we have, we always used to ask. So as I am also your peers, I did the same. Instead of searching for the books, I asked ChatGPT, like, what is citation for you all? So he replied me that citation refers to the practice of acknowledging and giving credit the sources of information, ideas, data, or other content. And it also gives two of the example of APA style and MLA. So I am assuming here my audience already like master students or bachelor students, and they somehow know about the references and somehow they are dealing with that. So I assume you all at least know what is a references or citation. So that's why I just briefly discuss this. So here I have an example for you for the bachelor student, if there is any. Like this is one of my paper, like media influence trust. So simply if you search on Google Scholar, it gives a result like this. You can see here, right? And normally what we do when we want to know like how to cite this, we click on this and then Google Scholar automatically gave us some of the famous styles like Mendeley style, APA, Chicago, or Harvard or Vancouver, right? Um, it was funny to see some students like definitely like bachelor student, they don't know about the Mendeley software, or they don't know about other software exists in the market to arrange this automatically. So what they do is do Google Scholar and copy this citation and use it for their thesis or for their paper, which actually cost them so much labor, maybe because one paper may include maybe 80 references or 50 references. So anyway, that's why we use the software to arrange it for us. So to show this slide is just to let you know how it looked like, because you can see every citation style has a different style, right? Like here, the full names and the comma and the format is different. If you see APA, it's again, it's like the name becomes the only first letter and it's different. So for the same paper, the different styles. So let's move towards the Mendeley, exactly what Mendeley can do and what is it actually. So some of you might already know, like PhD or master student, but if there is any bachelor student, maybe he or she might not know. So I will try to introduce some basics and then we will move towards like in a workshop format. Of course, it's not a face-to-face class. I cannot guide you like how to use it, but I tried my best to arrange slides in a way that you can get most of it. So what is Mendeley basically? It's like a free academic software. It's open source. Don't worry, you don't need to crack it, okay? Like mostly we are searching for the cracked version, right? You don't need that for this. It's open source and openly available on internet. Just search for the Mendeley website and you can get it. You can get it on the mobile phone, especially the Android phone. For iOS, I think they have removed it for these days. I don't know if they're gonna introduce again or not, but Android, for sure, you can get it. And for web and for desktop, yeah, they have the versions. How it manage these much references? So the structure is like this. The step one is sign up for Mendeley online. Like when you search on the Google Mendeley desktop, and you will have their website, and you need to sign up there using your information. And then step two is download it, the Mendeley desktop, and then build your library. Okay, how to build library. Okay, no worries. I have arranged some slides for you. So this is how when you installed Mendeley, it's gonna look like this. Definitely, this gonna be empty spaces. So this is like library looks like all of your documents here. But the space, this is like Mendeley desktop page. It's gonna look like this in your computer. So your library structure is gonna be like this. Okay, all documents here and unsorted because you might not have the folders at the beginning, right? And here are the references or the PDFs you include by dragging it. And here will be the details of the documents. So simply how Mendeley works is you have this Mendeley and you have the PDF here. You just drag it and drop it. And Mendeley gonna read it automatically, like from which journal it published, what is the title of it, and what are the authors of it. Here you can see it's wrong. So sometimes you need to correct it. Lancet is the publisher, not the author, right? So sometimes you need to write it, right? And here you can see. Okay, adding documents by importing it. You can also import it from the BibTeX or EndNote. Like in past, most of the researchers used to use EndNote. And also from the Google Scholar, the slide I showed, if I go back, maybe I can show you here. You see here, from Google Scholar directly, you can download here the BibTeX, okay? So this BibTeX can directly drag to the Mendeley, and Mendeley will read it automatically. Here, import and BibTeX. And some other like Zitro or some other software you can also add. There is a watch folder setting. What is watch folder? So you make a folder, and whatever you're gonna include in this folder, Mendeley will directly take it from that folder and keep it in the Mendeley cloud. Import your references from BibTeX. I already mentioned here. Okay, so there is an interesting feature of it. You can use web importer from the Mendeley to add online database. So students always struggle with like, maybe I want to refer news from a newspaper like BBC maybe, or some news website news, or some newspaper like Al Jazeera or BBC, and then I am struggling like how to cite them. So Mendeley provide you with an extension, Google extension, and you can just directly click it, and it will automatically include that reference in the Mendeley. So importing documents by Mendeley becomes easy because it provides you the authority to use different type of citations arranged by different softwares to bring it to the Mendeley and use it for your paper. Okay, so adding new research, how to add new research in Mendeley. So this is like a Mendeley web importer. It's available for Google or some other browsers. So you have a Mendeley web importer. It's gonna be like this, and you have article. Okay, so any paper you have, you're gonna be just save it, and it's gonna be in the Mendeley. Or there is another way, like you copy a DOI of your paper and you put here and click this search, and then it's gonna take the information. If you see here, like DOI or anything like PMD or this ID, you can put it and just click this magnifying glass, and it's gonna take the information automatically. So here is the detail, like how it works. Drag the save to Mendeley button, as I mentioned before, and then save to Mendeley. It is gonna find the article, and it becomes the like this. Okay, and then okay, every time you import any document in the Mendeley, you have to review it, because after all, these are the software, right? And they don't know what you exactly want. They will just take the information through the DOI, whatever is available on the internet, but you have to review it. Like, are they taking the right information? Like the authors are same as in the web page or as in the BBC page? Are the same or not? You have to review it, or you can add it if it's wrong. Okay, here is a brief introduction about the web importer thing. Here you can see, right? Select an article and import to the library in one click. Just this you are reading, and you click here, and whatever article you need, just save all. It's gonna save all, or maybe you can choose one or two. So the previously I already like in these slides, in past slides, I talked about how to drag and drop or how to add references in the Mendeley. Now let's talk about how to organize the library of Mendeley. Okay. Here you can see the how to manage your library. If I am going too fast, just let me know, Kasim. Okay, I'm just trying to make it finish as early as possible so people can go for lunch. It's already 5. Oh, dinner, sorry. It's already 5, right? So manage your.
I think the pace is okay.
Okay, thank you so
But
much.
if there is anyone from the audience who thinks it's
Mhm.
fast, he can they can write it on the chat, and then we'll take note
Oh,
of it.
okay,
Thank you.
great. Okay, thank you. So if anyone of you thinks it's fast, just write on the chat. Okay. So manage your library, like how to manage the library. So previously we discussed like we drag and drop the article, or we web import from the article, or we add from BibTeX, right? Like 3-4 ways of putting the article into Mendeley. So now Mendeley has already some articles, right? Now how to manage it? Okay, I love this feature of Mendeley. It has a feature of creating folders for you. After this meeting, maybe I will show you later, or maybe I will screenshot in the group to show you how I organize my Mendeley desktop. So every study you are studying, maybe you are studying at the same time 2-3 projects or 2-3 research, right? You're working on it, and maybe one is about autonomous vehicle, but the other one is about networking, and you don't want to keep all the articles at the same place. So what you can do is make different folders for both, like autonomous vehicles and networking, and all the papers related to autonomous vehicle in one folder, and all the paper related to networking can be in another folder. You can see here, create a category folders like this, and it provides this star favorite. So in Mendeley, you can star it, like, let's say I am reading an article in the Mendeley, and this article is written by editor of the top journal in the world, maybe editor of Lancet or editor of Nature, and then it's my favorite one. So I'm gonna click on the star. So I like this article, I can use it again. Like maybe I will have 100 articles, I can use it again for my use. And then open attached PDF files in integrated viewer, like you can see the PDF. I will talk about it later in the next slides. Okay, so you added the article, you organize them. The next step, you never forget this, synchronize. Okay, you always need to click this button. So what if you don't click this button? So whatever you included here, or whatever you included through the web importer, it's not gonna be at the same time. Think about it, like Mendeley is working on the cloud, right? So whatever you are, when you synchronize, the cloud and the software in your desktop gonna be synchronized. If you don't synchronize it, but you are putting, maybe the cloud one will not recognize it, and you will face difficulty in taking the references for that. Okay, so just don't forget to synchronize. Every time you add any article, just synchronize it. Okay, search for your document. So now you drag and drop the document through the bibtex or whatever you the method you used. You already arranged it, you marked your favorite, and still you forgot, or maybe suddenly you have a new idea and you want to search that idea in the papers which you have already read before, or which you have already organized in the Mendeley. So you're gonna search it from this table, this bar inside the Mendeley desktop. Okay, you're gonna write it like, I have so many articles, as I mentioned before, example of autonomous vehicles and networking, right? So in these two folders, now I want from both folders, I want to know like if there is any article working on safety. So I will just write here safety and search, and then it's gonna give me like this, whatever keywords I use. So here, this presentation using open access keyword. So all the articles having this open access word in their title, it's gonna come here. And then you can filter your documents by groups also. There are some messages. Okay. You're gonna filter your articles in groups too, like by author keywords, by authors, by tags, or by publication. I will discuss it now. Okay. Here. So how to search by tags. Here, these tags are not like gonna be there when you add your article. These are the tags you gonna give the article. Okay, so you read the article and you are giving them a tag like open access. So this article is open access. PLOS is a famous journal, open access one. So it has the open access tag, like I wrote it open access. So next time the tags will gonna appear here. So all the articles like 100, 200, or thousands maybe I have here. So all articles having same tag, I will just click and it's all gonna be here. Okay, so that's how the organization of Mendeley works. And then there is a file organizer option also in the Mendeley. What it does is it organizes your files like So it's a two-way process. Like in the beginning, you imported documents into Mendeley, right, through different methods. And now Mendeley gonna organize these all documents in your PC by its own, okay? And you can choose the options how to organize them, like this. You can see here. So here, organize my files, and I give the browse, and I choose a folder, and Mendeley gonna make my PDFs like, so at the time I input, the PDF looks like this, different names, but Mendeley gonna organize it like this, author name at all. So the PDF names will be changed in the folder in your desktop, and PDF name you can choose how to change here. Rename documents file like journal and year, author, title. That's how they arrange it, right? Author, year, and title. So you can choose this, how you want Mendeley to organize your files in your PC. Okay. And then read and annotate. Okay. This is also a good feature of Mendeley. Like you can annotate when you are reading using the PDF viewer of a Mendeley. So I suggest you all, like when you are doing academic research, don't use like different type of like PDF to view your research article. Always try to use, like if you're using Mendeley for organization of your articles, use Mendeley to read your articles. So whatever you are reading, you don't forget it, and you can mark it, and you can remember it, and you can find it the next time you need to. So here it looks like the PDF viewer of the Mendeley. So whenever you're gonna, you can actually drag this screen and make it big screen. Maybe someone is using on the tab and it wants the screen big. It can easily drag it and can be screen bigger. So you can use it for as a PDF viewer. You can search in your article as we do, like when we are reading any article, we want to just know what is the problem statement, and we search through the keywords. Like I want to know like what is the objective of this paper, I will just search safety or whatever, right? So you can search and read, and then you can mark, right, through this sticky note here in your article. You can mark the sticky notes. Maybe this is the like a few studies have surveyed authors on their research for publishing open access and their perception of open access. So this is like the key of this paper, what they are doing, or maybe the literature of the paper, or the lines which I am interested in. I can just tag them, or not tagging, it's like note. I can provide a note that what these lines are about. And then I can also highlight them, and this will appear here with the article details. The next time you search, it will appear here. Okay. Citation and bibliography using the Mendeley citation plugin. Okay. I think this is the most interesting part of Mendeley, which most of you gonna be interested in. Like, okay, we organize the articles, we have dragged and dropped the articles, we have done this all, but you might be thinking that, tell us how to cite the references, how to cite this PDF in the paper which I am writing. So here we go. In Mendeley desktop, you're gonna have the tools. In the tools, you're gonna have this web importer and MS Word plugin. You install this MS Word plugin, it's gonna attach with the Okay, I will give the answer at the end of the questions asked in the chat. Okay, let's continue. You can ask the questions in the tab, and I will give the answers later at the end of this presentation. So you can use this tool and install a Word plugin. And when you click here, you're gonna go to the website of Mendeley, and this plugin will install in the MS Office here. It's gonna look like this. In the references in your office, there is a tab of references. So in iOS, it's like this. In Windows, it's like this. So here you're gonna have this bar. Okay. Uh, mm. So it will be like this. Hey, wait. Here. So how to do the insert citation? If I go back, maybe I can here. So this is the bar, right? And what you're gonna do, just move your cursor and click here. When you click here, it's gonna open the window of Mendeley desktop. And then you choose an article like here, just click the article, book, or whatever, and then you're gonna choose OK. Okay. After choosing, just OK and cite. And then it's gonna appear like this. Okay, I think I should repeat it one more time. Click here, and then it's gonna be appear like this. Just go to Mendeley, and then choose your article, click button OK, and then it's gonna appear here in the iOS and like this in the Windows. And then you already like have like 1, 2, 3, whatever articles cited, right? You cite the article like this, and then later you can just using Mendeley, you can just choose your citation, like clicking here. There will be like plenty of styles, like AMA, APA, whatever. And it's also you can click here, more styles, and you can choose your journal, your target journal where you want to submit your paper. You can choose the style of that journal. That journal name will be there, and you just choose it, and then click insert bibliography, and it's gonna cite that article you chose like this automatically in the format, the format required by the journal you chose here. So you can see the steps, right? The first is insert bibliography, choose your style, and then it's done. Okay, another feature of Mendeley is networking and groups. This is very interesting, which maybe other softwares do not allow you to do that. So Mendeley provides you a space where different members of same group can share a folder together. And like, let's suppose I'm working with 2 other colleagues who are sitting in USA. One is in USA, one is UAE, but we all 3 are writing one manuscript. And then I can share a folder with all three of us. And what we can do is whatever article the UAE person will put, I can see it, I can note it, I can tag it. And also same goes with the USA person. Whatever article he puts in that folder, I can see it, note it, and drag it and insert in the document. So it will be consistent with 3 of us, and the format in the paper will not get spoiled at the end, at that time of the publication. So it goes like this. You can actually search people, and you can follow like famous people, whatever you want to follow, or whoever you want to follow. So I just almost done with the presentation. I just want to repeat this one more time so you don't forget this citation thing. Okay. It will be more handy if we can have a like face-to-face, but it's not possible. We are having an online discussion. It's better if you already have the Mendeley, so you can use this like importer first, and then just use click insert citation, and then generate in-text citation by edit citation through the Mendeley plugin, and then select article, and then it's gonna be like this. Okay, whatever style you choose according to that, and then it will come here. Okay, I think that's all from my side. If now we can answer the question. Are you there?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I tried my best to make it brief and short so the people do not get bored. Uh, Also, it's evening, so and summer vacation. So I tried to make it very short. So that's all from my side, and definitely at the end, I want to acknowledge my professors like Jayang Lee and Chang Dong for guiding me, and whatever I am is because of them. So thank you to them, and for your questions and queries and how to use this Mendeley for like you can watch this some videos of Mendeley also on YouTube. It's available. And also you can contact me, you can scan my WeChat or WhatsApp, whatever you want to contact about, and whatever questions you have, we can answer that. So thank you. Kasim, floor is yours. Maybe I can answer the questions.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Farooq, for a very wonderful, concise, precise, and very informative session. So
Thank
I'll go
you.
through the chats
Mhm.
and see if there are any questions.
Sure, sure, sure.
Okay, someone asked, I have
Yes.
a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Tamina Kausar asked, I have a problem in MS
Mm-hmm.
Word 2016.
Mm-hmm.
It's not working. What
Uh-huh.
is the reason and how can I solve this problem?
Okay, so yeah, I can see here like Tahmina Kausar we're asking this question. Okay, so Tahmina, sometimes it happens, it doesn't work. Like when you install the Word plugin for the Mendeley, it doesn't work. There could be two reasons. Maybe because we are using, most of the students are using the crack version of MS Office, right? So try to use maybe a different MS Office. Okay, try to download from different source. It's a problem with the MS Office, first thing. Second thing, maybe you are using the Chinese Windows. Sometime, like if you bought laptop here, sometime it also has a problem with that, like you are using the software installed in a Chinese window, and it cannot detect the Mendeley, and also many other software like Visio or like many other add-in for the MS Office. Okay, so you can try installing a different MS Word Office or changing the windows. You can think about it and it will work for sure. Yeah, Kasimo, any
All
other
right.
question?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
another question by Akram Muhammad Asif. He
Mm-hmm.
says, can you kindly repeat the process of inserting citation?
Mm-hmm.
I think he did not
Uh,
get it very clearly.
yeah. Thank you, Akram, for asking. I believe I repeated like 3 times, but still, maybe let me like give you a briefly. Like first is insert citation, and then it's gonna open Mendeley, like go to Mendeley option, and then Mendeley screen will open. You choose your article what you want to cite at the place or in the end of sentences you want, and then just click it, and it's gonna appear in your MS Office. So just these 3 steps. Yeah, we can go on, Aliu.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Adamu Yunusa,
Mm-hmm.
he says, I have heard about Mendeley. I've been using Zotero for years now. What makes it better than Zotero? That is, what makes Mendeley better than Zotero? In addition,
Uh-huh.
how do we connect Zotero to Mendeley?
Thank you for asking on behalf of Ademu Yunusa. So very nice question actually. So it's not only about Zotero. It's many software available, right? Like traditionally, if you see your supervisors, they are using EndNote, right? Most of the researchers, like the old age one, sorry to say that, but they are using the EndNote, and then the Zotero and Mendeley comes, and there are some other like JabRef or many other references management software. So it's not like we compare the softwares. I think it's not worthy enough to compare these softwares. What is like whichever software I feel comfortable with, I'm gonna choose that. So it's totally depend on you. If you are using Zotero for years, maybe you are expert in that, so you can go ahead with that. But the problem with other softwares is like sometimes the journals from elsewhere do not have that specific style in those software. I faced myself once with the EndNote and also Zotero. They do not have a specific citation what journal was asking. Now, because Elsewhere is supporting Mendeley and Elsewhere already all the Elsewhere journal have space in the Mendeley, so you can easily search the format of Elsewhere journal especially. So that's why I prefer to use it. So that's what I think, for me at least, that's what make Mendeley better. And another good thing is you can make groups in Mendeley. Most of us do not know this. I explained it at the end. You can make group of people, and people around the world can share a same space as an open cloud to read, cite, and note your PDF articles. I believe I answered your question. Yeah.
Okay. Someone talked about sharing the link to the Mendeley software, but I've done that. I've shared him. I've shared the link to him. And
Thank
then
you.
Pascal says, "Thank you very much, Farouk, for your presentation. I see that Mendeley has the same features with Zotero. Can you show us how references are displayed in Mendeley?"
Yes, sure. I can show that. Maybe at the end of all question, we can show that. I need to
Right.
switch the screen to the Mendeley screen. Yeah.
Right. And someone says, "Is it possible to use Mendeley concurrently with EndNote and Crossref?"
No, actually, you cannot use it. You cannot use two different software for the same purpose. Why? Because these softwares share something similar, right? And you're gonna use like at the same time, if you're using EndNote, maybe Mendeley will not work. And if you're using Mendeley, EndNote will not work. And if luckily both are working, you're gonna mess up your citation. So I do not recommend at the same time using two or more than two reference management software for the same document. And I also do not recommend, like, uh, you already wrote your paper using Mendeley, and then suddenly someone give the idea like let's use EndNote or Zotero, and then you open this file with the EndNote or some other, it's gonna be some errors. So don't do that. It's not because the softwares are not good. Mostly it's because we are using the MS Word cracked versions. Yeah, thank you. I think I have given a appropriate answer for that. Mhm.
Yes. All right, guys. In the absence of other questions, I would like to appreciate and uh, emphatically thank Farouk Baig for a wonderful presentation. Okay, you said you were going to show the how
Yes,
I think if after that we
yes.
seem to have no other questions.
Mhm. Sure, sure, sure. I'm gonna show that. Wait, please. Okay. Let's make a new Word document. And okay, urban flooding. Let's see. I'm writing a paper, and you can see my screen, right? No.
Yeah, we can't.
Oh, okay. Wait.
It says Farouk Baig post screen share.
Uh-huh.
You need to clean the. You need to click the share
Oh, okay.
screen.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. It should be like this, desktop. Can you
Yes, we
share
can see
now?
now.
Can
Yes,
you see now?
yes.
Okay. So here is the like practical of this. Like, let's see. I'm using this and sorry, I'm using my colleague laptop because something happened with my desktop. So I'm using it. So yeah, here, as I said, if you're gonna install this Mendeley here, it's clear, right? The screen you can see.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay, okay. Let's go ahead. So maybe I'm writing up something about urban flooding causing damages, whatever. And then I'm gonna cite this. So I told you three steps. Click here, go to Mendeley. Mendeley is open. Okay, here, interesting thing. What when I was saying like it's better than Zotero, here me and my colleague are sharing group with professors, and we are like two people here. and whatever I include in this, whatever PDF she can see, and whatever she include in this, I can see at the same time, because we are sharing this same group. She's a master student, and I'm like advising her with her thesis. Anyway, so I want something urban flooding, right? So okay, let's see here, and then site. Wow, magic! It appears here, right? And then maybe, okay, sorry, and then maybe I have like many citation software, not citation, like many citations here I included at the end. At the end of writing paper, I want all the references here. I will just insert bibliography and it will appear. Wow, good for you. I think the bachelor student, if there are any, they will be so amazed of this magic. And we can change this citation according to your desired journal. Okay, so we go to more styles. Here are the more styles, and let's see, I want some journal, like a different journal which is not here. I go to get more style and write it here. Transportation part A maybe, or like some other, like maybe transportation part already here. Okay, I'm submitting in this journal, so I will install this journal style here. Okay, what is it? Journal of Transport Security. I want to use this style. Okay, used it, done, and then select from here. What was it? Security, right? Yeah, here, security. Use this style, select it, done. Here it changed. Okay, now we are using this, or maybe we are using IEEE, then it will change again. Just need to refresh. You can see here, right? And also just remember, when you are using two or more than citation together, you need to merge them always. This is the style. Okay, again, I believe you learned it, and I have explained it as much as I could using this online space.
Thank you so much, Farouk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the audience has learned, in a very, very interesting way.
Yeah,
And I must say also that I've also learned, more features, even though I also use Mendeley, but I've learned more features
yeah,
today. So thank
sure,
you
sure.
so much. I would like
Thank
to
you.
convey so
Mm-hmm.
many people have thanked you, and
Wow.
so many people are very appreciative of your
Mm-hmm.
presentation. So I would like
Thank.
to, on behalf of all the audience, express our thank you and our appreciation for such a kind, concise, precise, and very
Mm-hmm.
informative
Mm-hmm.
session that you've given us. And I would
Mm-hmm.
like to tell the and inform the audience that there will be more of this in the coming days
Mm-hmm.
within this month. Uh,
Yeah.
and please uh, check out these handles and try and as much as possible to join so that
Mm-hmm.
we can share. We are doing
Mm-hmm.
all this, we are organizing all this for you, the audience, so that we
Exactly.
create that platform to continue to learn.
Mm-hmm.
We never stop learning. Thank you so much, Farouk Baik, for a wonderful presentation.
Thank
And
you.
in the absence of other questions, suggestions, or concerns, I would like to uh, announce the closure and the end of this session. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Casimo. I just want to add just
Yes, please go
one
ahead.
sentence here. Yeah. So these days, I'm working on the autonomous vehicles and public perceptions on autonomous vehicles. So if you guys are interested in this direction, or interested in the climate change and its effect on the transportation, so these are my major directions these days. I love to work on sociology and psychology in combination with transportation. If you guys have any questions, idea, to have a discussion on this topic, you can contact me anytime, and I would love to have a discussion on this. And maybe I will talk with Kasimu if we can plan some session on this, like totally academic and research into, because this is Mendeley is like very journal topic.
Mm. That'll be
So
great.
specific,
That'll
yeah.
be great. And we are happy that you want to
Sure.
also give us your time for this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all
Thank
from
you.
my side. Yeah.
All right, that's all, everyone. Thank you very much for attending.
Bye bye.
And I wish to see all of you again in our next, in our coming sessions. Thank you very much. And this is the end of the session. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.